right in the kisser.
Hey, how the devil are you? Oh, right, you know what day it is? It's... And on a Friday, I do like to have a little tipple. Now, if you're watching this on any other day of the week, you're still more than welcome to join me, but drink responsibly, yeah? Anyway, so what have I got today? So I've got Guinness Original. Oh, yes, you know it. Now, someone said to me in the comment section a few weeks back, they'd like to see it in a glass. They want to see the colour of the beer, lager, whatever I'm drinking. So here we are, got a glass. There you go. Now, anyone remember these glasses in UK pubs back in the 80s and 70s? Oh, this is what we used to get in a pub. Ooh, proper glass. They did phase them out towards the end of the 80s, I think, simply because people were causing a lot of damage with them. They're quite a hefty glass, if you know what I mean. Boink. So they got rid of them in the end. You can't get these in the pubs anymore, or not many pubs anyway. But there we go. Yeah, right, enough talking. Let's have a swig of this. Oh, Guinness Original. There you go, you can see the colour of that. The dark colour. Can't really see anything, it's pitch black. Cheers. Oh, flipping heck, that's heavy. Cheers. Oh, that is good. Oh. Oh. Normally I top it, I've had 2 swigs and I can't speak. Normally I stop at 2 sips. I'm going in for a 3rd one, okay? Oh, right. Okay, so in this video today, I want to talk about boom boxes and what modern boom boxes are like. Are they any good compared to the boom boxes from years ago? You know, what do they offer? Is it worth getting one? So I ordered this from Amazon. It's a Roberts, what's it called? Zoombox 4, I think it's called, something like that. And I got a Roberts one because Roberts have a decent reputation for radios. I don't know about boom boxes, but let's delve in. Now, there's a lot to unpack with this device, okay? So the video is a bit long. It will be a bit long, okay? So bear with me. So, you know, buckle up, strap in, right? And let's bring you in for a closer look. And here it is. Ta-da! Okay, it's not a large device, it's quite compact. It's well made, all plastic, but it seems really well put together. Got a carry handle here, telescopic aerial on the back, which slots in the back there. Whoop, let's get that up. Okay, when you turn it on, it automatically sets the time for you from a DAB signal. So you don't have to set the time. You can set it manually, but there's no need to. And straight away it starts tuning in all the DAB stations. So that's pretty cool. You haven't got to do anything when you turn it on. It just does it all for you. Now it has a lot of functions. It's got obviously DAB plus radio. Now DAB plus radio is only available in Europe, I think Australia, some parts of Africa. It's about 55 countries. Other countries like the US, I think you have a digital radio broadcast potentially, but not DAB radio. So it's got DAB plus radio, which is good. It's also got FM radio. It has Bluetooth. Bluetooth is only SBC. It doesn't have any of the higher codecs, but you wouldn't expect that on a device of this price. CD player, boink there. It's got a USB at the front. You can play your music through that. We'll talk about that later in the video. On the side here, you've got a headphone socket out and an auxiliary in. So you can plug another device via the auxiliary in, which again, we'll talk about a bit later on. On the top here, you've got all your buttons, all your functions, volume over here, on standbys over here. Now, a lot of these buttons have multiple uses. So I wouldn't say this is very intuitive to use. I would definitely recommend keeping the manual to hand because it's a bit of a learning curve. Because like I said, some buttons, they function, some of them have 3 functions. So if you don't use them for a while, you're going to forget. And that's why you need to have that manual to hand. So let's whack it on. And I got it on, I think I got it on DAB radio at the moment.
Supermarket, order it in. Deliveroo now just got even better. Subject to availability, delivery times vary.
There you go. So to skip this, if you want to go to the next station on the DAB, you press this one here. And you keep going through. You can go absolute 90s, absolute rock, and then press the stop button. And it'll change to the station then. I've got to say, it's a very clear signal on the DAB, really clear, can't grumble about the sound, the signal part of it. However, see if we can find some music quickly.
This is the moment Stephen chose to speak to Barclay.
It's all adverts at the moment.
So he could borrow more with help from family or friends.
Sound-wise, turn that down, I don't want to get a copyright. Sound-wise, it's all right. I mean, what do you expect from a device of this size? I will be doing a little sound sample later, but sound-wise, I mean, it's devoid of bass, has no bass at all, and it sounds like a little bit, you know, if you cup your hands around your mouth, it sounds a bit boxy, like this. Sounds very boxy. Mid-range is okay. You know, it's not outstanding. It's passable. If you want something in your kitchen, background music, it's fine. It's all relative to the person, isn't it? Because on Amazon, a lot of the reviews say how good this sounds. But to me, it doesn't sound good at all. So it's relative to the person. If they think it sounds great, then who am I to say? But what would they think of if they listened to a proper hi-fi system? Would they say, oh, it sounds the same? You know, these tone deaf people, oh, I can't hear the difference. Ooh. Why, Yoda? What I don't understand about these little boom boxes these days is that why is the sound not very good? I'm not going to say it's terrible. Right, but if you compare it to, say, one of these, okay, an Echo speaker, right? So you got an Echo speaker here, okay, and this sounds immeasurably better than that, immeasurably better. So why can't they put whatever they put in there into that? Why can't they do it? Is it a cost thing? I mean, this only costs, I mean, this is older, you can't get these anymore. Discontinued, but this was like 80 quid or 90 quid, same price as this. So I don't know, why can't they just do that? I don't know. Anyway, there we are. So if you want to change, if you want to go to different functions, you just press this button here on the top and that'll take you over then. So there's on FM radio, then you got your CD, USB, Bluetooth, audio in, that's your auxiliary 3.5mm on the side, and then back to DAB radio. Let's go on to FM. So the FM doesn't tune in by itself, you have to do it. So you just press this button here and hold, and it will scan until it finds a station. There we are, it's found. That's BBC Radio 2.
Continuous period, these early humans found a way of controlling the world around them.
So it does have presets. You can set up to 30 presets on here. So you can just press and hold number 1. And that's now set to preset number 1. If you want to set above 3, so I'll go to another station now. press that, and then you press that then. So let's say we want to go to save it to program 5. Yeah, and then you press this one and it should save to program 5. Presets 5 stored. Fantastic. So if I go back to 1, there's 1, there's 2, what was it? There was 5 then, wasn't it? And there you go. See what I mean about you need the manual to really to remember that next time. Okay, let's go to CD. Pop a CD in. I think it might autoplay. This is YouTube music, so it's royalty free. Not sure if you can pick that up over the mic, but you can hear there's no bass, and I'm sure you can hear that it's a little bit boxy. You can see it shows the track and the time here, so that's pretty cool. You can also change the brightness with this button on the top. Let's try the USB. So there are some caveats with the USB. So the first one is you can only use USB 1.1 or USB 2. You can't use USB 3 because it won't work. So that's fine, okay, no problem. I can, I had to go and search for a USB 2 because most of my USBs are 3 now. But I found one, there you go. Secondly, you can only use MP3. Like, oh, all right, I can only use MP3. It doesn't play FLAC or any other files or WAV, nothing like that. Fine, okay, that's fine. MP3 320 is fine on the USB. I can handle that. Okay, I can forgive all that. That's cool. But what I can't forgive is this. So you pop it in now. So what it does, as soon as you put it in, it goes straight to the first track. There's no way of searching the folders. Which is just silly really, isn't it? If I have, let's say I have 20 albums on here in folders with 400 tracks, and I want to play the 350th track, I've got to literally go through every one 350 times. It's just silly. I mean, it sounds all right. It sounds okay, for whatever, but it's just ridiculous. So it's pretty much defunct as a USB player, really. Is there, whatever. So I wouldn't use it as a USB player, because unless you got just one album on there and you just want to listen to that all the time, but yeah, useless. I mean, what it is good for though, you can charge your phone on it, so you can plug that in there and it will charge your phone. So you can use it as a charging station. There we go. Do you know what would have been good? Is if you could plug your phone directly into this and play music from your phone via the USB cable. But nah, I suppose it's a price thing, isn't it? There we go. But here we are. So USB, pretty useless unless you want to charge your phone. And then you have, I think it's Bluetooth, yeah. So it should connect automatically. I've connected it to this phone here. There you go, we can hear it connecting. And the Bluetooth is fine, it's okay. Has you got any music on here? It's not my phone. What's that? Yeah, so it's fine. It plays from your phone. Okay. You can use your volume on your phone to turn it up and down. It does have some preset EQ. So if I press and hold this button here, it should come on and I can go through it then. I've got it on rock at the moment. So you got pop, jazz, flat, classic, pop, oh, is that rock? And then you press that then to get which one you want there. I preferred rock, that was kind of the best one for me. The rest of them didn't sound so good. It does have a battery compartment on the bottom. It takes 6 C cells, which is better than my old Toshiba from the 80s, which took 8 D cells. Doesn't say how long they'll last. Probably, if it's not long, 6 hours probably, or something like that. Depends on how loud you're going to play it. But if you want to carry it around, like in the 80s on your shoulder, you know, there you go, fill your boots. Okay, let's have a go with setting the timer. So you've got to put it into standby mode, boink. Then you press this button here. So the light button or the brightness button also doubles as the timer button when it's off. So you press that, then you can set your time. So let's set it for 10. Yeah, we already got it on 10 and I've done this before. And set it, and then we want to get it to, let's go 10:36. Okay, press that. Then, so 10, we've already got it there. And we want the timer to go off then. What we do on that? 10:37. Press that. And then you want your source. I've got it on dab. You can change the source, whatever source you want. Let's leave it on dab. And then I think you can change the volume. You can increase the volume up and down. And then press that and your time is set. Now let's see if it works. There you go. And it should go off then at 10:37. And there you go, off it goes. So that's the timer. So you can use it as an alarm. However, it's a lot more convoluted than just asking your smart speaker to set an alarm for 10:36, isn't it? But there we are. Right, the next thing I want to try is that headphone socket. I haven't tried it out yet. I can't imagine it being very powerful. Probably 100 milliwatts, maybe 150 at a guess. It doesn't say in the specs. So I would use probably some easy to drive dynamic drivers. I wouldn't recommend using some really hard to drive planar magnetic headphones. Probably wouldn't drive them very well. So let's plug these in and give it a go. There we are. Make sure I got the right ear. That is surprisingly good. What? Well, I'm shocked by that. I'm shocked by that. Is it paused yet? Wow, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. The headphone is actually quite decent. Is it as good as an expensive headphone amplifier? No, of course not. But it's pretty decent, good bass, goes a decent volume. I'm really shocked. Wow. Now this has given me an idea. Have a look at that. Hey, oh, right. How does it sound? Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen. That's not bad. That's not bad. Do you know what? Is it audiophile? No, it's not. Of course it isn't. But for a bedroom setup or in a student dorm or something, you know, say a teenager's bedroom, they'd be pretty happy with that. That's not bad. And so you can use this as like your hub, connected to the headphone socket, 3.5mm to RCA, stereo RCA, and you've got a CD player, DAB radio, FM radio, Bluetooth. Forget about the USB, meh, okay? But that's not bad. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Now, I've also come up with another idea. So what do you reckon on that, eh? Not bad. So it's more than just a boombox. I mean, at first I wasn't really impressed with the sound of it. But when you connect all this stuff up, it actually sounds pretty good. Plays records absolutely fine. Obviously you'd have to have a record player that had a built-in phono stage, or you need a separate phono stage if it didn't. And you don't have to use an amp and passive speakers. You can use active speakers, just plug it into some active speakers. So it's pretty cool actually. And also it will play MP3 CD, and it plays CDs gaplessly. I just tried out a Pete Tong CD, which is gapless. No gaps. So I'm a bit more impressed now. At the start I wasn't, but on its own it's average. The sound of it isn't very good at all. Once you connect it up to stuff, it sounds pretty decent. And not only that, you also have an alarm clock and a clock. Okay, so you can just tell the time, play the radio, play CDs. Flip, everyone's a winner. And there you go. Hey, it was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. When I first heard it, I thought, ugh, this is going to be a bit of a rubbish video. But actually it turned out okay. I really enjoyed that. Was a bit of a long one today, but there was a lot to unpack, to be fair. Come on, it was. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm just going to finish my beer. And I'll catch you in the next one.